Čau, vítám vás tady u dalšího videa na hru The Dwarves. Pokračujeme tam, kde jsme skončili, ve městě trpaslíků, tak se mrkneme, jak to vypadá tady. A doufejme, že se tady dá koupit jídlo, protože já jinak jako vůbec nevím.
Heir apparent. What do you know? Spit it out.
A slight expression of guilt flits briefly across Boindale's face, but he's soon back to his old self.
A scholar as I king has something to it. You'll certainly have our votes, that's for sure.
Boindale nods in agreement.
As High King, you could unite the kingdoms and get them to do battle against Nod-On.
You look at your friends and aren't really sure whether they are trying to pull your leg or not.
I can't be High King. I got all my knowledge from books, and you're pulling my leg, right?
The twins' grins grow ever wider, and it would seem they can hardly contain themselves.
Just talk to High King Gundrabur and Belendalin. They will explain everything.
OK. Zastavím se za nimi později. Ježiš, já znovu vás klik. Sorry, omlouvám se. A já myslím, že tudy, že? Tak jo, vstoupíme do trůní místnosti a uvidíme, co nás tam čeká. Co tam dozvíme. Třeba mazec, co? Že z nás chtějí mít hlavního kinga. Show uploadingu.
Come closer.
The power that the old High King radiated when he called the assembly to order has drained away from him. His body is sunken in the throne, but his eyes are alert and interested as he looks at you.
The lost son returns to his people. Thank Vracus. Tell us what you learned on your journey.
You describe your adventure down to the smallest detail. Neither the king nor his advisor interrupts you. From time to time they nod, as though they were already aware of certain facts. Their brows become more furrowed with every passing minute. When you are finished with your story, you also have some questions.
Feel like a piece in a game. I feel.
I don't want to appear ungrateful, and I'm happy to finally be among my people, but I will not ascend the throne. I hardly know anything about our customs and laws. Everything that I know, I have learned from books that Lot Yonan gave me. There must be more suitable heirs than me.
Your renouncement honors you. But to be honest, you never had a claim. To stop Gandagar, we had to stall for time.
Lot Yonan helped us with our little story. We don't even know if you are a fourth thing.
The king's advisor misinterprets your unbelieving gaze and quickly adds,
We're only being as deceitful as goblins for one solitary reason. To stave off possible harm to our people.
You feel as though you've been hit in the stomach. If this is true, not only have you lost your newly found kingdom, but Master Lot Yonan also didn't see it as necessary to inaugurate you in the conspiracy.
OK, tak ještě použijeme toto.
Gandagar as king of the Fourthlings is to supersede me as High King, but his mind is poisoned with hatred towards the elves. He would probably win a war against them, but he would weaken us, and Girdlegard would not be helped by this. I was hoping for a great coalition with the elves, and even with the Thirdlings. I would have given anything to start the negotiations. In times of great need, only the common goal can count.
And which role have you planned for me?
Well, with you as a second aspirant, certain possibilities of protocol open up to us.
Takže, jak já můžu zastavit Gandogara? Nikdo pro mě nebude volit, anebo proč je Gandogar? Stejně musím vybrat obě, že jo?
Even if I were to line up, I couldn't win. No one on the council will vote for me.
You don't have to win.
Belendalin points to the Steelies in the throne room.
It's written in our laws that the High King can oppose an heir if he isn't elected unanimously. He can then demand a duel or a contest in order to determine the winner.
Such a
Duel.
contest could take weeks, if not months, and it would win us some time.
Zeptáme se ho, proč je Gandogar plný nenávistí
Why
vůči
is
elfům.
Gandagar so full of hatred towards the elves?
His father and brother were murdered by elves. At least that's what's claimed.
Takže nebyli určitě.
No one knows the truth, just as no one knows how true this report about the Fiflings is. But isn't it strange that this letter has turned up now, just when it can play into the hands of the elf haters? Many dwarves' hatred towards the elves is great, perhaps even greater than their honesty.
Tak, co vybereme? Ne, zeptáme
I
se na
understand
toto.
why you want to prevent a High King Gandagar. He will be blind to our real problems.
Gandagar's only liability is that he lets Bislipper whisper dark thoughts in his ear. The advisor is the problem, not the king.
A problem that I am fortunate enough not to have.
The High King smiles weakly at his advisor.
Gandagar is
Ay,
a
ay,
good
ay, ay,
dwarf and a good king, and I am certain he could also be a good high king if he was free of Bislipper's lies and false advice.
Tak ho zabijem. Zabijem ho, ne? Pohodička. Zeptáme se, co bude ta jakoby soutěž.
Gandagar is surely superior to me in many things.
Everyone in the council will write a task on a piece of paper, and from them, the contest will be drawn.
And this only once you have made a speech and have won over as many as possible in the council to your side. The more sympathetic the council is towards you, the higher the chances of a contest that fits your abilities.
Speech? You're beginning to like this whole thing less and less.
Okay. Are you sure?
Is this really the best for our people? If you cannot dissuade Gandagar from carrying out his plans, it could end in a fraternal war.
Don't worry. We'll open up his eyes and he will recognize the malice of his feigned friend. We just need time, and you must gain it for us.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
I'm
ready
in.
to do it.
I'm in.
But I will need all of your support.
You can be certain of it, Tungdil.
Belendalin smiles at you encouragingly.
Ne, jsem ho fletel.
You say Andakai may have found a way to defeat Nodon. And she suspects that the Magus is possessed by a demon from the outer lands. It may be possible to kill this demon with an axe called Keenfire.
Keenfire?
I have commissioned armor that is worthy of a prince. It will be delivered to your chamber by sunrise.
You say goodbye with a queasy feeling in your stomach. You always thought that you were articulate, but the prospect of having to make a speech in front of the large council doesn't exactly fill you with elation.
Teď dostanem armor, juhu, my dostanem armor. Počkej, můžu... Jestli prohlídal ten trůn.
Vracus, who made the dwarves of stone, has himself been hewn from stone by these self-same dwarves. A masterly piece of work, like one of which only the masons of the secondlings can still accomplish today.
Tak jo, tak zdár kucí. Zdár kucí. Tak jo. Takže dozvěděli jsme se, že vlastně my nejsme žádný děti, ale budeme vlastně hrát s nimi hru, aby otevřeli oči tam tomu druhému borcovi, trpezlíkovi, a aby přišel na to, že ten jeho rádce je sráč prostě. Takhle ve zkratce asi. Tak jo.
Tungdil, what is it?
Já jim řeknu pravdu.
The High King and his advisor don't know where I come from either. But they only want to use me to delay Gandagar's coronation and ultimately prevent war with the elves.
Whatever happens, we will stand by your side, Scholar.
You're not sure whether the moral support of your friends will be much use in a contest with Gandagar,
Určitě.
but it feels good not having to go through the whole thing on your own.
Tak jo.
High King
Gunjabur
seems well,
Old? He is ancient, even by Dwarvish standards. He has been old for as long as I can remember. Belendalin has taken care of most matters for dozens of cycles. But Gundrabur always has the final word. His mind is younger than all of ours, I tell ya. Belendalin should become High King. I was there when a runt took his arm. He still managed to kill half a dozen of them afterwards. What fighting spirit! We had to drag him off the battlefield. The law requires that a firstling or a fourthling must be chosen as the new king of all dwarves. And as the firstlings didn't turn up.
Okay. Ať se zdá na tohle.
For the first time, you have the chance to appreciate the beauty of the place. You suddenly forget what you wanted to say.
I've never seen such masterful masonry. To be honest, I didn't even know that stone could be worked in such a way.
Ha ha ha! The secondlings are the best masons of all the kingdoms. That's how Fracas made us.
Fracas.
Well, made some of us into warriors too.
Boandal glances at his brother and he laughs with satisfaction while looking around the hall himself.
I think I'll continue to look around.
OK, tak z dálku
Don't get
cíl.
lost. And tonight we will finally drink a lovely dark ale in the
Musíme nakoupit
Korean.
někde jídlo, protože jsme bez jídla. Tak jo, tak běžíme na zdárku cíl. Můžeme sem, můžu sem, ne, tak to hezký kladivo jen tak mimochodem. Takže na druhou stranu samozřejmě se chtějí už od začátku. Tak, můžeme dolů? Look down into abyss? Ne. Tak běžíme, snad tady najdeme nějakou krčmu. Jdeme tudy. Ne, tak ne, dobře, ahoj, zdar. Ta kamera je teda šílená naprosto. Doufám, že to nevyhodí úplně ven. Dobře si jo, tak ne, co za něm udělat teda. No kam jinam jít, jo, dobrý, čas je v pohodě.
Andikai, what is it?
I came to return these books to you, Tungdil. Luckily, I was able to make sense of most of it. You observed how the Mager took time to study the books during your escape.
They are records from the Outer Lands. They tell of demonic beings from Barren Ground who can take possession of humans and invest them with great power.
Immortality, for example?
The Mager nods seriously.
They speak of an axe forged by the Undergrounders called Keenfire. It is said to have the power to cut through the flesh and bone of the living and completely destroy the demonic spirit deep within their soul.
So you think a demon from the Outer Lands has taken possession of Nudin?
He looked very different when I encountered him in Parista, and he rose from the dead even though you cut off his head. That can't be explained purely through the power of the perished land.
He wanted to prevent these books from falling into our hands. That would only make sense if Keenfire had the power to defeat him.
Keenfire.
Where is this Keenfire?
I don't know if this weapon was ever forged. It requires rare materials and masterful craftsmanship.
Co když my ji vyrobíme?
The purest, harder steel, stone barbs decorated with runes, a hilt of Sigurdaisy wood, inlays made of all the noble metals, the blades studded with diamonds, smithed in the hottest forge.
We are dwarves. We have the most talented craftsmen.
And you have the Sigurdaisy wood. It is amongst the objects in your rucksack, which is fortunate as there are no more Sigurdaisies in Girdlegard. But even if you manage to forge the axe, it might all be just a fairy tale. It's too little to wager our lives on.
New known here with the Outer Lands and these undergroundings.
We can get all the missing materials, as well as a gem cutter, here in the stronghold. After all, Gandagar and his fourthlings are here. A stonemason from the secondlings, and I can smith.
The Mager looks at you thoughtfully, and for a short time it seems as though your enthusiasm is rubbing off on her. But then she says,
I wish you good luck, Tungdil.
Nick.
You still want to leave Girdlegard? What will happen to your realm and all the other realms?
I admire your optimism, my friend, but it isn't wise to stand in the way of a rolling stone. I don't wish to give up my realm, but I would only be prolonging the suffering unnecessarily.
But
you don't want to let the last Mager in Girdlegard go. Unfortunately, You can't think of anything that could
Zmlatí.
cause her to stay.
Many
To
thanks,
bezvědomí.
Honorable Mago, for all that you've
Nikam
done.
nejde. Ty vado. Wow. Taká líbečka, ne? OK. Protože jsme trpaslík, jsme sakra velký. OK, tak se podíváme, co tu máme.
A variety of cheeses, pickled cave mushrooms, toasted vault moss, and some smoked sausage. Mmm.
The intense smell of the cheese makes your mouth begin to water.
Můžeme se podívat do toho batohu už konečně, co tam máme.
Daisy wood. Very rare. I guess Lot Yonan wanted it to examine or experiment with.
Myslím, že to už chtěl od začátku, aby se tohle stalo Lotionem. Můžeme se do těch knih. To je což rychle. Nemůžeš
Ren
ubět.
found an answer to the threat. Keenfire. No matter how difficult it is to forge it, we must do it. We don't know of anything else that could injure a demon.
You are looking forward to the first proper bed for weeks. You
Tak jo, užij
undress
si
and lie
to.
down.
Užij si to.
Before you know it, your eyes close and you fall asleep.
Tak jo, co bude ráno? To máme tu zbroj, by se
When
tam
your
měli
new
mít.
armor is brought to you the
Jo.
next morning,
Vlastně.
you can hardly believe your eyes. However, as a smith, you can't stand the fact that you haven't contributed anything to it, and decide to add some inlays.
Even one who wears the armour of a prince can still be a farrier underneath it, don't you think, Tungdil Bolafar?
To je ten stráč zlej, co?
Just like a snake in elegant clothing is still a snake.
Ignoring your question, Bislipur eyes you very exactly before he speaks.
So, you want to be one of our kingdom? A foundling brought up by a wizard? One wouldn't think it possible. And I don't think it possible either. There is no proof of your origin, and Gandagar's the council on his side. Why don't you spare yourself the disgrace and just not turn up in front of the council? Put your scheme to bed, and we will take you into our kingdom. We will give you everything you need your whole life long. In exchange, you support Gandagard instead of challenging him.
Ani omylem.
Children of the Smith cannot be silenced.
Přesně tak.
You are a dwarf, I confess, but no fourthling can remember a dwarf child ever going missing.
And you know thousands of the Fourthlings personally, and know exactly where they live in the mountains, what they're planning, or what small tragedies take place in their lives?
You have a sense that all the long evenings in the library and debating with Lot Yonan weren't for nothing, as Bislipur struggles for a reply, then lets it go.
Tak táhni, hajzlo. Už táhni.
You have
Fuck
had
off.
enough of this dwarf. He makes you feel uneasy, or worse still.
Vypadni.
Get out!
A humanized bastard will not issue me orders. Know your place, false dwarf.
Ty sráči. Máme pozlacenou ruku. Kuchýře. Aha, OK. Au. Au. Můžeš si vzít tu zbroj? Co to může ještě? Co OK, si vzít tu zbroj.
The armor has been made by a master. Over the chainmail is steel plate, alloyed with gold in many places, which certainly appeals to you. There are also several decorative elements made of stone to honor its origin in the kingdom of the best stonemasons. You had just finished setting the last inlay, the seal of Lot Yonan, who brought you up and is gone, when Bislipur interrupted you.
Sráč, to je sráč. To se neměl? A můžeš si to oblít? Jsem to jenom odkliknul. Mazec, my máme armor. Podívám se na tu misku.
Some of the gold has left a coin-sized mark on the back of your hand. It hurts, but you like the idea that a bit of the metal you love is now part of you.
Jsme pozlacený, to je krásný. Tak jdem, máme krásný armor. Jako frajeři největší. Jdem teda náš projev
That is why
přednést.
I too lodge a claim to the throne and why I think I am the more capable heir.
Thank you for your speech, Tungdil Bonifar. The council
Což to
may now
vstřihli?
ask
To
questions.
je celý. Jo, dobře. Questions. Kola Bislipur.
Bislipur?
Nothing you say will convince anyone here. You didn't grow up amongst us, and no one knows if you really are a fourthling. I do not believe there has ever been a more unworthy heir to the throne of the High King. You are just wasting our time.
Můžete zabít teďka třeba? No, můžu? Nesmím nejde jako takový jako drzej. Takže že to.
It's true. I have nothing to present to you regarding my lineage that would eliminate all doubt. But is that really important? Shouldn't my deeds count for more than my lineage? Let me prove what I can achieve.
As long as he's capable. Well, when you put it that way.
Přesně.
Lineage is important.
Ne.
And if you aren't capable of anything,
Yes, the dwarf from the Second Link Kingdom over there.
you say that a war against the elves would be madness. But how can such a young dwarf as you judge that? You've hardly seen anything of the world, has he?
Drbu. Tyhle, ty nesmíme na seru, co když dám to druhý. To nemůžu říct, takže buď to první, nebo to druhý. Na to druhý.
It is true. There is much that I only know from books. But it is written that it is our duty to defend and protect Girdlegard, and that includes the elves. And don't the elves have the same enemy as we do? They could stand by us in battle. Why should we play into the hands of the enemy by attacking them, rather than working against the enemy together?
That is true.
He's right.
Words of a clever warrior.
But the pointy ears hates us, and we hate them too. What is it they say again? My enemy's enemy is my friend.
Jo, přesně ne. To se nám povedlo.
Your
Yes.
question?
Tak co?
Just so I get this right, you want to forge a weapon that is described in a book of fairy tales from the perished land to kill a demon that none of us has ever seen?
I have most definitely seen it. Goimgar, Yellow Belly, Shimmerbeard.
Takže. Co vybereme? Dáme
The
tohle.
Maga
Jsme
Andikai
položení na
next to us
faktech.
translated the text, and she thinks we could kill the demon with keen fire.
So, now we're going to listen to Magi? Are we to risk our lives in the hope that she translated this text correctly and isn't just following her own agenda? I thought it was the Magi's fault that we're in this mess in the first place.
I don't know if you can say that per se.
Didn't this Tungdil grow up with a magus too?
Right? You can't trust the Magi.
It is their fault that the barrier fell.
Čo zase
I
nedělá
don't trust them.
špatně.
I have heard enough. The council has heard the words of both candidates and must now make its decision. Those of you who wish to see Tungdil Bolafar, the returning son from the Fourthling Kingdom, as my successor, raise your axe.
Tak co?
And those who wish to see
Jako nic moc, když Fourthlingové.
the king of the Fourthlings, as my successor.
To je remíza, ne?
Gandagar has received
Co?
orders.
Very good.
Excellent.
Můžu to udělat znova? Ty vole?
Long live our new High King!
Bylo takhle prostě
However, the
naskriptovaný.
result was not unanimous, and as acting High King,
Aha,
I
to bylo
avail myself of
naskriptovaný.
my right to demand a contest between the aspirants.
What is this?
But he won the ballot.
It's the rules. The High King has the right to do so.
Respect! He is still the High King.
Silence!
You have heard the High King's command. Write down your challenge for the aspirants.
Tak to jsem zvědavý. To jsem teda
Are you
zvědavý.
ready? The one that masters this task first will become the High King. It is an expedition. The trial is to lead a group to forge the axe Keenfire in the Grey Range, which can then be used to fight against the Magus Nod On.
No, no.
An expedition into the perished land?
Oh.
Brilliant!
You can't be serious.
Tak já jsem zvědavý. To jsem zvědavý.
That's what I call a worthy challenge, don't you think?
I call it luck, Scholar. Of all the challenges, Bislapur draws this one.
Já si myslím, že jsi to vymyslel.
Luck.
Jo, a štěstí, no. Cheaty. Načítováno. Tak jo.
But, my king, don't demand this of me. Why me, of all people?
You are one of my best gem cutters, and I promise to support him. It
No,
should be
stay
a
alas.
fair contest. Or should I break my word just because of you?
But...
You will go, Goemgar Shimabir. Do not put us to shame. Follow Tungdil's instructions. Go, and come back in good health.
And with that, our group is complete.
Who have you chosen as Mason?
Bro.
Good day, gentlemen.
Bavragar? The old drunkard?
Old drunkard? He assured me he's the best stonemason here. The High King himself sent him.
Well, I said I was precisely the stonemason you need. I didn't exactly say I was sent by the High King.
You let yourself be tricked by a drunkard.
I don't want him with us.
Rest assured, Boindil, I too could imagine better company. But Tungdil gave me his word.
Yes, I gave you my word. And as long as you are capable of doing the stonework needed for Keenfire, you are welcome. Girdlegard is at stake here.
I wish you no ill fortune, Tungdil, but also no good fortune. The throne belongs to me, and through my victory, Brackus will show the clans.
Borec přišel.
The task is clear to the contenders. The first to forge Keenfire and bring it back here has proven his abilities and will be our new High King to lead us in battle against Nod On.
It will take months to complete the task. The journey to the Fiflings alone is a long and dangerous business.
Dangerous, yes, but not necessarily long. Do you know the old tunnel system that connects the Dwarven kingdoms?
Tunnels are all well and good, but why should we get there so much quicker under the ground than over it?
A knowing smile plays on the mouth of the advisor.
Well,
Tak jo, no. To jsem zvědavej, to by mohlo být velmi zajímavé dobrodružství. Já jsem zvědavý, jestli ten Keenfire opravdu dokážeme udělat. Hej, teď si jedou.
Pretty impressive what our forefathers achieved here, isn't it?
Horská dráha, pallet coaster.
We do the same. Nothing is impossible.
Here, here.
Takže... To by mě zajímalo.
I I hope you understand me asking, but there seems to be bad blood between you and Boindale.
It's nothing that will endanger our mission. We've just always hated each other.
There's more behind it than commonplace hatred.
Bavragor doesn't react. His gaze is directed towards events that took place a long time ago.
Tak jo, proč šla teda s náma?
I still don't understand why you tricked me and why you were so set on coming with us.
I have been the Master of Stone for more than 200 sun cycles. My work is admired all over Girdlegard. There has never been a better secondling mason than me. But today, I don't want to be remembered as a drunkard with the chisel trembling in my hand, but as Bavragor Amethyst, undefeated Master of Stone, who brought keen fire to life. One last masterpiece.
Really should rein in your drinking. We need you in good shape.
Jo,
There are
přesně.
some who say I'm only the Master of Beer and not the Master of Stone anymore.
Master of Beer.
Don't worry. I haven't forgotten. I can't forget. No matter how much I drink.
No, please
I
not
wonder
just
why
that.
we haven't seen any sign of Gandagar recently. Perhaps they took a wrong turn somewhere. I'm sure we'll reach the Fifthling Kingdom before them.
Myslíš, jo? No, uvidíme.
We're not on the way to the Fifthlings. We are on the way to the Firstlings. We're probably already under the land of the Custodian.
The
Počkej,
Firstlings?
Firstlingů?
Why?
The Firstlings have been the best smiths in Girdlegard since the Fifthlings were wiped out. Only they can alloy Tionium and Palladium, which are actually mutually repellent. Anyway, we could use all the help we can get in the battle against Nodon, and...
And what? Aj, průšvih, au. Au. Dobrá kolize. Jsou všichni v pohodě?
Damn. Goimgar.
Žije, no. Tak
We
aspoň
won't
něco.
get further this way, Scholar. What now?
Jen
It's all
pešky.
your fault, you imposter. I was nearly killed, and for what?
It is good that you are still alive. We need you for our mission.
So you can steal a throne that doesn't belong to you?
Hatred glints in the gem cutter's eyes, and for a moment, you think he's going to attack you with the courage of desperation.
No zvědavej, teda jako, to je debílek, tohle strašně.
I'm not interested in the title of High King. I am trying to save Girdlegard. Even if you don't believe anything else, you must believe this.
Jo.
I don't have to believe anything. I am here against my will. My own thoughts are my only remaining right.
Enough! Gather
Přesně
up
tak.
all the materials we can still
Jen
save.
si je
If we
strovnej
manage
hlavě.
to reach the Firstlings, we can get anything we're missing there. And it should be less than 200 miles to their stronghold.
Jo, v pohodě. To je kousek, to je za rohem.
After you have gathered together the materials,
My jsme
you
ještě nebyli,
begin to
no.
search for a way out. And after a sweaty climb, you reach a door adorned with runes.
S čím ještě nakopí
From
jídlo,
here,
radši víc.
you enter a large cave with a waterfall covering a sun-drenched opening. You walk through the waterfall one after another, and after the unintentional shower, you find yourselves in Wayan, near the enchanted realm of Oramira.
Oramira.
You find yourselves on a plateau, and the river which falls as a waterfall here hides the entrance to the underground rail network. It then flows past a forest, behind which you can see a wall and tiled roofs. You check the map.
That must be Mithridania. We'll go through the forest to the city and see if we can refresh our supplies and buy some ponies.
Jo, podniky. Tak, já bych řekl, že tenhle díl tady ukončíme dneska. Vím, že byl takový spíš ne moc akční, že se tam událo hodně věcí a hodně textů a kecání tam bylo, takže se vsadím, že v příštím díle ten bude zase plný akce. Doufám, že se vám video líbilo, potěší mě každý like, komentář, odběr, cokoliv. Všechny dotazy směřujte pod video a příště zase čau.